Good morning, Henry County High School. Welcome back to your last ever Wildcat News with your anchor, Grace Shields. To start off for today, we're going to read out some senior class information. Tuesday, May 25th is Seniors Honors Night, and it's going to start at 6 p.m. Wednesday, May 26th is the Baccalaureate Ceremony, and it will start at 6 p.m. as well. Thursday, May 27th is Practice Graduation. It starts at 8:30 in the morning at school, and all seniors must attend. Saturday, May 29th is sadly the class of 2021's graduation ceremony, and it begins at 11 in the morning. And also on Saturday, May 29th, we are hosting Project Grad from 8 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. Beta Club seniors, if you haven't already, please see Mr. Burton to get your graduation cords this week. Moving along, if anyone's interested in being part of the Henry County High School Marching Band, please see Mr. Anderson. No experience is needed. All 9th and 12th graders must turn in their Chromebooks on May 27th. Announcement for all of the ROTC cadets. If you have yet to turn in your ABU or Blues uniform, please turn those in to Major Holland no later than Wednesday, May 26th. Now moving on to Sutley Circle.
All right, good morning. Sutley here with Sutley Circle. Start the week with a quote. This week's quote is, this is our last week too, so this is the last quote for the year. This quote, it says, "Those who wander are not necessarily lost." And so for you seniors who are getting ready to leave these doors and head out into the world and try to figure out your place in the world, just rest assured that sometimes you have to look a while before you figure out your place. So just because you haven't necessarily found it, or maybe you don't find it right away, doesn't mean that you're lost. You're still looking. So just be patient and be true to yourself, and you will find your place in this world. To that end, the end of the year is coming, and for those seniors that are going on to college, you need to send your final transcripts to your selected school. So I'm going to post in the Google Classroom for the class of 21. I'm going to post instructions on how to do that. You need to do that before you graduate, and I would recommend doing it as soon as you see it posted, because you're going to be busy, you're going to forget about things, and then you're going to end up at college in the fall, and they're going to say, "We never got your final transcript," and so you can't enroll, and that's going to be a problem. So go ahead and get that done as soon as possible, as soon as it's posted, to submit your final transcripts to your schools. For those of you that aren't going to college, you're going to work, private industry, or maybe you're going to the military, make sure that you are squared away with things. Make sure that you have everything lined up for yourself. If you need help with that, by all means, come find me. We can sit down. We can help you get there. So that's it. If you need anything from me, as always, there's QR codes in the hall. You can scan one of those with your phone and make an appointment with me, and we can sit down. Hope you all have a great week, and let me know what you need.
Now on to Books with Bergen.
Hey everybody, for our last episode of Books with Bergen, I want to tell everybody about the book The Alchemist, because this is the free book we're giving away. If you haven't signed up for one and you would like a copy, please see me. We're also doing a summer literacy camp, so if you're interested, come see me. But today's question, the trivia question, is about The Alchemist. The Alchemist has the character Nicholas Flamel. So today's question is, was Nicholas Flamel a real live person, or is it a fictional person? So did Nicholas Flamel actually exist? Yes or no? Did Nicholas Flamel actually exist? I hope everybody has a great summer. Thank you.
Now on to weather with Scott Williams.
For this week's weather segment, for this week we have a very hot week with not very much precipitation at all. Temperatures in the 80s and 90s, as you can see here throughout the weekend. Just to reiterate what I said earlier, as you can see here on this zoomed out map of the United States, we're not going to be getting any precipitation here in our area. It's just going to be completely dry through Kentucky and most of the eastern seaboard. And folks, this is the last news that we're going to be doing for this senior year, my senior year. I will be gone next year. There will be a replacement here to do the news next year. So long for now. Now back to your host.
Now on to our Would You Rather segment.
Would you rather have gorilla hands and feet or be hairy like a bear?
Gorilla hands and feet.
Why?
Because too It's gonna be too much hair if we have all kinds of hair.
Yeah.
I'd probably rather be hairy like a bear just because, I mean, having gorilla hands doesn't seem like such a good thing.
I think I already have both.
Gorilla hands.
Why?
They're big. I could palm a basketball. I've always wanted to palm a basketball.
Would you rather have more money or more time?
Probably more time, just because, I mean, money isn't really everything, so you can be able to just see a lot more with a lot more time.
Time, because you can make money with time if you just work.
Why?
Because you buy something with money you don't have a lot.
Would you rather go 50 years in the future or 50 years in the past?
50 years in the past. I'm pretty much living in the past anyway. I'd get my wallet back.
50 years in the past.
Why?
So I could see like all of my family members again. Yeah, that's
Earlier this month, our choir gave us an amazing talent show. Here's the highlights.
I think not being able to perform this year has affected them greatly. Most of these students excel academically, but more than that, they excel on the stage. That's where they feel they're at home. That's where they feel comforted. And so not being able to kind of be in your own element has been something that's been real hard. We hoped to get to do a few things this year, but when that word came down that we couldn't have anybody in here, I think it kind of took their excitement for choir away, just because being on this stage, there's something about it. If you have it in your blood, you know what I'm talking about. But I think it has affected them just in the fact that they feel like everything that they work hard for at school kind of got ripped from them. And it's obviously no one's fault but COVID. So I think they're emotionally, socially, that sort of thing, they've been fine. They're good kids. They're able to be able to do that part of life. But just being up here in that performance world, I think it greatly affected them.
What do you miss about a normal school year?
I miss being able to hang out in the hallways, go to competitions, pep rallies, things like that.
How has it felt not being able to perform this year?
It's been pretty tough considering that this is like a performance-based class and everything. It's just really tough not being able to, get up on stage with your friends and just like kind of having a good time and performing.
How has it felt not being able to perform this year?
I would say not being able to perform has really been a downfall for choir because every year I've been performing to go to EKU, KMEA, stuff like that. And it's just honestly been kind of weird not being able to do that because that's kind of what choir is. So, I mean, it's just kind of awkward. So we're kind of doing other assignments.
What did you do for the talent show?
Well, I did quite a bit of things. I did a couple duets with Skylar Norton. We sang 2 songs that were really fun. And then I did a couple by myself. Just songs that were really meaningful to me and that I thought would be just good songs for a big crowd to listen to.
All right, guys, and that's it for your last ever Wildcat News with your anchor, Grace Shields. Thank you all so much for letting me be your anchor this year, and have a great summer.